Welcome back to the news.
Now we're into day 2 of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, and here at News First we've been covering every angle of the conference from the day that from the commencement of Chogam Week. News First Madhushka Balasurya joins us now from the Chogam Media Centre at the BMICH with more.
Yes, good evening guys. Now today, presiding over a media briefing, President Mahinda Rajapaksa responded to questions regarding calls for an international inquiry on allegations of war crimes.
But today, British Prime Minister David Cameron said, if the Sri Lankan government fails to complete the investigations into war crimes or alleged war crimes by March next year, he will push for international war crime inquiry.
That is his view. It's a democratic country. Democratic, I mean, we are all equal. And they can say what they want.
So would you complete?
How can you complete? I mean, people who are in glass houses must not throw stones.
I would like to ask you whether you will indeed launch an investigation into war crimes, alleged war crimes in this country, as requested today by the British Prime Minister and also by the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights. And if so, how far up the chain of command will that investigation go? Thank you.
So we have appointed the LLRC. Then everybody was said against it, saying that it will never happen, and it happened. We applied it. Now we have obliged to most of the proposals that they told us, and we are implementing it. We need time for some. If there are any allegation against anybody, I said last time that we are ready to inquire into it. Yeah, we have nothing to hide. Otherwise, I would have given visas to people who is very critical about us, allowing them freely to move around the country. We had challenges after the war, a lot of challenges. Nearly 300,000 IDPs who walked into our side because they couldn't stay there. They were kept like a human shield by the terrorists, by Prabhakaran and they. So they walked into our side. They would have walked to the government control area if they did not trust us.
Today, Prime Minister Cameron, as well as others, have told us that international pressure is good for Sri Lanka. Would you agree with that? And if not, why, sir?
Pressure won't do anything. Any pressure will, might clash. So it's much better to request than trying to demand or dictate.
Only 28 of the 53 states have attended. That in terms of their leaders. This is a meeting of Commonwealth leaders, and only 28 of those leaders are here. 25 are not. How do you explain that? Might it have something to do with the location and the issues that have clouded the run-up to this meeting here?
From the level of the engagement, which I have seen by all the delegation and all the heads present here, I see very little difference between the retreat today in Chogam and the previous retreats. We respect the level at which any delegation is here, but they all come with the equal willingness and enthusiasm to contribute to the causes that have brought them here. As far as the outcomes are concerned, you will find at the end of this Chogam that it has been very productive and it has been very meaningful and successful.